I think you're muted.
Flip man. It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good afternoon, and welcome to June 24th. Hope everyone has jumped in here to join us. We're live all over the place. Hopefully, you can take a moment so we can help you. Putting some deals together. I'm struggling because I'm trying to still send out a message here. So, we're live on all platforms, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Well, no, we're not live on TikTok. My bad. Instagram, LinkedIn, I think maybe Twitch also. Join in. If you can, please subscribe, follow, like, share, and in that order, as Mama D used to say. Got Tori here to make this go smooth for us.
Good morning, family.
Yeah. So let me send out a couple more messages here. So we hope you're having a good start of the week. Glad to be in the place. They released a new video on my man OG Kindheart, also known as Travis, over the weekend. Hopefully you've had a chance to check that out. To see what he had to say with some good stuff. And I'll probably put the thumbnail up so you can make it easy for you to check it out before we're over with. But anyway, so with that being said, we're here to take your questions, hopefully analyze some deals. Let us know what you got in the mix. We're here to mainly analyze deals, but if you just have a question, we'll answer those too for sure. So we got anything yet, Tori?
Yes, Master D this is a statement. He said, I don't even know why I'm here. It just feels like I'm being led to be here.
That may be more valuable than anything. So we appreciate you joining us. Like for real, we really appreciate you joining us. Anyone that wants to join the group that's associated to these daily lives, just text the word push to 205-964-5243. Text the word push to 205-964-5243, and that'll get you going in the right direction there. So make sure you do that.
The next one comes from the Spice Queen.
Mm-hmm.
She's asking you to comp a property in Jacksonville, Florida. It says seller wants 50K.
Seller wants 50K. Why is it not? Let me add a photo or video. There we go. Okay, just give me a second here. Let me send this out right quick. Send this out. Boom. And one more. All right. Okay. So let me pull it up here. So we're in Zillow. Well, we'll to go Zillow first. What's the address?
Okay, it is 2929 2nd Street.
Jacksonville, Florida. All right. And they want 50 grand for this? Okay. All right. Let's pull this over here. Pull this over here. Get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of this. Okay, and we can get rid of that. I guess we can get rid of this email too. All right, so we're gonna pull up Investor Bay. All right, so I need to build a case here in the background because we can't show this data. YouTube will strike us down. I guess I'll do the disclaimer. YouTube, we are not showing names or phone numbers. We are not showing names or phone numbers. Okay, so let me build a case here for us. So boom. Where's our property? Let me add it first. Move that, move that, move that. Okay, boom. So we're gonna add that one. Give me the knife. Let's see, boom. So we got another one. Got a couple of flips in here, but looks like more landlord activity for real. So we got that. Oh, okay. So yeah. Interesting. All right, and let's see if we get another one here. I might go with all these flips. Let's see, boom. Got a good deal on that one. All right, so boom, boom. Pay 75 for that. Okay, so just another second here, guys. I'm trying to make sure I get some good stuff here.
And the Spice Queen is saying it's not livable at all.
No, it doesn't look like it is either. All right, so I'll pull it up here. Okay, so share screen. Remove this banner. All right, present. Boom, boom, boom. All right, what do we have here? So this is the property. It looks like right here, right? And so I don't know how old these photos are. It looks like they have a date. I can't tell what that says though.
2014.
Oh, that's a long time ago. Yeah. All right. So let's see what the case looks like here. Now I put flips and and some what's the names in here. So the year built in 1914. So it's older than pretty much all of these. So it's older than all of these. So I have to keep that in mind. So I think these down here are your maybe more relevant than these up here. I'm gonna get rid of those two, 1,200 square feet. And looks like we're gonna be probably closer down here. All right, so looks like based on, they're not too much difference in sizes here. Looks like they can sell for around 62. I mean, well, landlords, that's mostly what these are. Well, I think all three of these are. they're paying below 30 for sure, closer to 25 at maybe a 43% ARV. That's all over the place, but this is probably a better number right here, better reflection. And so ideally, and someone say you don't use the calculator anymore. Well, on this one, it wouldn't really matter because it's below 70,000 and the calculator, the repairs could eat up the value by itself or whatever. So that's why this is even more important, because that means ideally you're trying to get this property for 20 grand or less to make money. Probably closer. I would shoot for 15 or less in reality. Hopefully you can wholesale it for 20, 25 or so. So that's where I would be at on it. Looking at that house 10 years ago, it probably looked a lot worse. So you know what? Let me back up. I'm assuming those photos that we saw before, it doesn't look like that anymore. Matter of fact, let me just do this. Let's see if we can get a more recent view from Google. Might look a little better. Oh no, yeah. Okay, yeah. So try to get this for if you can before below 10,000, but definitely under 15,000. Keep it clear. And hopefully you can wholesale it for 20, 25. Just to keep it clean. Clean and mean. Lean and clean. All right.
And Spice Queen said it's bad.
Okay.
Especially when they asked for 50. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they did say give a price. Yeah, they're in La La Land. These are the ones that are easy to walk away from. You can still make the offer or whatever, but they're definitely in La La Land on that one. Definitely in La La Land.
Troy Crawford says, "Hey, Flip Man, I have been watching your training videos and I am learning a lot. I will be focusing on my first deal soon."
Boom, make it happen, man. Hope the training helps you out, gets you going in the right direction for sure. Appreciate you joining us also.
Next one comes from Tez Valley. What's a strategic way to find an area to look for property to wholesale?
Well, we can. That's where Zompson is demo time. But Zompson can be valuable. All right. So what is Zomps? Number one, it's a Google Chrome extension that I had developed to enhance all the data that Zillow has. Zillow is basically the residential real estate. I mean, the Google of residential real estate. So you click this blue button here. It'll take you over to the Google Chrome store and say add to Chrome, hit add to Chrome, and then a notification, add extension, and boom. So then you go over to Zillow. I'm not sure how some people miss that part of it. They'll be like, it's not showing me anything. It's on the right here, it says find deals faster with a smarter Zillow. So what that mean, Tori? You might want to go to Zillow.
Go to Zillow. Go to
anyway,
Zillow.
so if you have it installed, you'll see this floating menu right here, the floating menu. So did he say where he was?
He did not say.
He did not say. Well, we were in Jacksonville. Let's just go back down there.
Okay.
All right. So I just clicked on that address that we had populated there. And so if I zoom out, all right, and I'm gonna go up here. So I'm using Zomps. If I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna reset all filters. Okay, so I want to look for a lot of activity. So I'm gonna go up here and we're looking at houses. So I'm just gonna deselect all and select houses, right? And then I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna go down here and let's see what's happening. What's the most activity that's happened in the last 90 days under more? All right, so just looking at this, man, it's just a ton of activity all over the place, which is what you love. And, in the city of this side, that's where it's going to be. It's really clustered in here, which would be a good area. There's just so many opportunities. As you can see, just pretty much anywhere, man. This is these are the number of sales in the last 90 days. Whenever you like watching TV or something online or social media or something, they talking about the market is terrible or whatever. Something happening. All that yellow means sales are happening. And it's just in Jacksonville. So something is happening. Now, what they're talking about ain't what we do. They base a lot of that on their home sales in general, but a lot of it's on new home sales or whatever. It affects us a little bit, but not really, because people got money, meaning investors. You're going to have people that are going to be motivated to sell houses, right? Period. Right. So if you ever think nothing is happening, all you have to do is put these filters in. I just did. And all that yellow means stuff is selling. And that's just in the last 90 days now. All right. Now, if I flip it over to for sale, guess what? It turns red. Stuff is for sale. And that's just the stuff that agents and I guess for sale by owners have out there. We're not even talking about the number of people that don't have their property for sale until you reach out to them and then it's for sale, right? Okay, so but to start in a particular area, it's just such a hard question for me. Maybe I'm over.
He said he's in Texas, but you can apply the same.
Yeah, you apply the same thing. What, Texas is a big state. I hate when people do that. What city in Texas?
I know. I was about to ask.
Yeah, you're like say and I do this just to mess with them because I know most people think Africa is a country. When I go into maybe like a business or whatever, and I can hear an accent, I said, "Where are you from?" They said, "Africa." I said, "Africa is a continent." What country? What country? They love that. They say, well, most people don't know that. I say, I ain't most people. You know what I'm saying? Africa is not.
He said Dallas, Texas.
Okay, Dallas, Texas. All right. So if we zoom over here, let me see.
And he said, thanks. This is great info.
Yeah. So if I zoom over here to Dallas, I think this is Dallas. Yeah, this is Dallas Fort Worth. All right. Now, Texas is non-disclosure, but we're talking about activity, right? Non-disclosure means they can't, they don't make the what a property sold for public record, right? But you see all that red in there, right? Okay. So we know stuff is for sale, number one. And that ain't counting the stuff we're talking stuff that's not for sale. So it's more properties not for sale than for sale, like probably 10-1 in most places, if not more. All right. Then if I click sold, look at all that yellow. I don't know if you can tell it, but if I zoom out, you can. That's stuff that just sold in the last 90 days, right? Just in that Dallas Fort Worth area. You're talking top 5 populated markets in the country. I don't know. I don't even know where to tell you to start because it's just going to be opportunity just all over the place. You know the market. So now stuff that you're familiar with, if you hone in on it in a particular, this is Hutchinson. I don't know what that means. There's a couple of sales in there in the last 90 days, but over in this area, a little more, over here, even more, down here, more, down here, sure enough, going down in this Bel Air Acres, whatever that is. Let's see what they're selling for. Well, we can't see what the selling prices are. So these are in the 400s, 300s, or whatever, what they're trying to sell for. So over here, because we're in the state of Texas, we're doing in this area here, they're in the 200s or whatever. You pick. I'm just showing you how to access what's happening. You know the market, you pick. Because at the end of the day, motivated sellers are everywhere. Now, I can just say this, in the lower priced areas in particular markets, a lot of those houses don't have mortgages on them, which presents opportunity. There's a lot of equity there that can be captured to make a good deal. Not just saying that's the only way to do a deal, but as far as what we're talking about with wholesaling. So.
Yeah, so I think he wants some clarification because we're looking at sold properties. And I think what you're saying is that it's activity, meaning that houses are being bought and sold.
Yeah, houses are being bought and sold. Yeah. Right. You're asking me, so if you know they're being bought and sold, I'm just go to the yellow, turn to sold, so where you see the most activity is sold, those are going to be the areas, because guess what? People that are buying, whether it's an investor or not, or whatever situation, but normally there's going to be strong investor activity. Wherever you see a lot of yellow, then that's the areas that you can target. Right now, I wish I could pull up investor base. You can actually see what they're paying in those areas. but it would show owners information or whatever. So, but yeah, I'm glad you had that second question. I assumed you got that part, that you're looking for
He's
activity.
there. He got it now. Yeah,
Yeah, you're looking for. Well, let me do it better. So maybe drive the point home, be me better. So if I go over and what is this? Uh, uh, what is this? Olin. How you spell
only,
that?
only.
Only. Look at that.
With,
Ain't much going down in Only. You know what I'm saying? So you see the difference. You know, that's probably a small town. Ain't much going down, right? You know, compared to back over in this monstrosity, over this kingdom of the DFW. You see what I mean? So that you have data that tells you. Your question was, where should I start? You should start where they're buying and selling houses, where the activity is located. So, boom.
Okay. Vendetta 504 on Instagram says, I just tuned in on YouTube on the TV. Had to put you guys, fellas, on the big screen. Most definitely appreciate you.
Hey, on the big screen, baby. Let's get it.
Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, thank you for tuning in. Yeah.
All right. Marjorie Richardson says, hey, Ty. Hey, Tori. How you doing, Marjorie?
Hello there.
Good day to you. This property I got on investor base. Landlord has multiple properties, and she provides an address. Please comp and wholesale info. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, what's the address?
It's 76 Depot Road, DEPOT Road, and it's in Wells, Maine.
And yeah, that investor base can be a great way to find tired landlords. Also, it can be reversed. I need to probably let me think that through. Those guys need to probably add an additional feature there that you can transition that over into because you got their phone number. They own 30 properties, but 7 of them they don't want anymore. You know what I'm saying? So what city was it? Scott Depot.
This is in Wells, Maine.
Oh, Wells, Maine. Okay. All right. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Yeah, I see why you want to get rid of that. Okay, so that's a small house. It's 600 square feet. All right, let's build a case here. She said she got it out of investor base, so let me see what I can find here. Look at her.
What are you saying? Probably a way where.
Oh, I'm sharing my screen.
No. I'm asking about what you were saying, that maybe they could add a feature where the investors can sell their properties or something.
Not more for the target potential tired landlords, right? Like she said, she found the deal on investor base, right? By reaching out to a landlord. I guess she sort of already thought it through. I'm assuming that's what she meant. Now, There's not a ton of activity in here. Let me go back. I'm doing 1 year. I'm gonna go back 2 years to see if it pulls up more. Not much, but only like one more. Not just a ton of activity. And what was she trying to say? She wanted to comp though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, this tough right here. Let me see. I think Delaware is one of those non-disclosure states. I mean, Maine is one of those I think it may be. I may be wrong on that. Well, let me try to do it through Zillow because I can't pull anything through investor base. Not enough activity, not enough buyers in there, which is not good. Let me just tell you that if you don't have a lot of buyers in a particular area, that means it's going to be very difficult to move. There is some activity in here, but she's asking me to comp it, so that's what I'll do. All right, so let me share my screen again. Look ahead. Boom. So your property is right in this area right here. Let me see. I think it's gonna be down here. So if I zoom out, so your property is in this area right here, right? Okay, so nothing right there by it. So let me see. So if I just take, we'll just go. Oh, I really don't like doing that, but we'll go nearest and best, nearest and best, nearest and best. We already got yours set up. So let's just add these using Zompz, ZOMPZ. There's no S in Zompz. There's no S in Zompz. Okay.
There is two Z's though.
Two Z's. How many words has two Z's in it?
Not many.
Not many. I don't know why that came up as land for some reason, but anyway. All right. So it only pulled two properties. One of them they sold for 1.27 mil, and the other one they sold for 295,000. So we know it ain't that. 600. Interesting. I don't. This is an interesting one. Let me remove that. So
Marjorie is saying that he has multiple properties.
I'm talking about the owner.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, I'm gonna add these down here too, just to because I don't think we got to go by. So boom. So it's 9 of those. So let's see how it turns out on that. If you need buyers, text the word boss to 205-964-5243. Not only will you know what they're paying, who's paying, you'll have contact numbers also. All right. So let's see what we got. They keep coming up on the land for some reason. I mean, for rent. I mean, for land on the land for some reason. Instead of houses. Do I have the right thing selected? Let me see. Yeah. So I still only got one, but I think these are actual houses. So 34,000, 85, 85, 252. Man, this stuff is all over the place. Go back to land. I know it's not this. All right. So I know it ain't that 1.2 mil. That's sold at $176 a square foot. Let's look at this one. So livable, but I don't think they did any major renovations on it. It is livable. All right. I'm a little stumped on it. I ain't gonna be. I'm on the right thing. I'm a little stumped on this one. So let's remove. I'm a little stumped. Let me see what we got here. Got here. Let's see. Oh, we already added that. See, our property is right here, and we only have really 2 that I really want to go by, but it's such a small area. Let me see this one here. Let me see. I already got that added. And then these are so far away, and that's in a different subdivision. Really don't like that either. So I'm gonna go with just use this this price per square foot. That's the best I can do on it, nearest and best. Right. So we're at 105,000 on that. So I'll use the calculator. Somebody say I'll never use it anymore. It's only 600 square feet if that's correct. All right. So I don't know the condition of it. So we'll just say 30 grand max on that. Ideally, trying to get this you're trying to make 10 grand on it. So you're trying to get this property 35 or less, put it back out there around 45,000 or so. It's a tough one though.
Okay. Bucky Ten Toes
Well, get to
asks, what text/dollar do you use to bring in leads? Also, what is the best way to bring in leads? Cold calling isn't winning well for me.
Well, the first thing on your cold calling, I would like to know who you're calling, how many, where did you get your list from? How many people are you calling per day? To make sure that I understand what you have going on right now. Now, just excluding cold calling, some of the other methods that are being used, um, bandit signs still in play. They'll work until they don't work. Um, Simple, low cost, relatively speaking. Direct mail, you can do it in small bunches, like driving for dollars or something like that, or you can do it in a large quantity on the direct mail. Um, Ideally, if you're going to do well, any method, you want to stay consistent with it, 6 months plus. But direct mail, if you can't set aside a minimum of about if you're going to do it on a large scale, a minimum of $3,000 for at least 3 months, maybe more, then you don't even go down that rabbit hole there. Now, you can do spot mailings on stuff you're driving for dollars for. You can't get them on the phone, so you send them something out direct mail. You can do networking. You can network yourself to deals if you're good at that. And what I mean by that, you go ahead and build a buyer's list first through networking, through Facebook groups, real estate investment groups, for whatever area you're targeting. In those groups, individuals will be posting deals saying, "Hey, I got a deal for sale." And so they normally, they have a deal for sale. So in the comment section, you'll have people holding up their hand or placing a comment saying, "Hey, I want this property here. I want this property here. I want this property here, and in this area, this amount, this level of repair, blah, blah, blah." So you'll reach out to those individuals. You only need 3, 4, 5 active buyers to be able to feed them to start off for sure, to be able to get a deal closed. And then what you do is you turn around and you leverage the hard work of other wholesalers that may not have an idea on how to put a deal together, how to find a cash buyer for their deals. And so you match the two together, and that doesn't cost you anything. Now, you can do Facebook ads, Google AdWords, those are options, but very, very expensive, more expensive than the direct mail in most cases if you're going to do it the right way. All right. And you could go through real estate agents, but that's a different ball game. I really don't suggest it unless you really know what you're doing. But those are your options.
Krillin Goki's best friend. Sometimes what happens is when you post an address, sometimes YouTube will block you. And because I don't see your address that you put in, I'm not ignoring you. We do want to do your property, but it may be something that you're putting in there that is causing YouTube to block the address. But try putting it again.
Yeah, we're comping beyond the live streams. If you text the word push to 205-964-5243, text the word push to 205-964-5243. That person, if they wanted me to comp it, they could actually come on the. Well, I don't even have it set up, so don't worry about that.
Oh, you don't have it set up?
Yeah. Text the word push to 205-964-5243.
Okay, Mario Knows It's God says, "Hey, I have a question. I have an investor that owns multiple properties. He's attempting to get rid of a few for around 40K, well below your average market price. Would you say that's an opportunity? For me, as a wholesaler, finding him a cash buyer, they aren't turnkey properties."
All right. I don't know if 40K is a good number or not without the addresses and, doing some due diligence on them to see what they could be worth, checking out the area and all that stuff. So it could be a tremendous payday for you. And then it could be he's in la la land on price,
Okay, so Krillin did put in his property address. It looked like two addresses though.
Excuse me, guys. Oof, I woke up like 3 something. I ain't been back to sleep. What's the address?
626 Northeast Freeman Avenue.
Freemon or MOND?
Freeman Avenue.
Oh, Fremont. Okay, Fremont.
Man,
What city?
it doesn't have a city.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna need that. If I had to put it in, it's not taking it, but
Then the end of it says lot semicolon.
yeah, we're gonna need that for sure.
Okay. Send us what the actual address with the city and state, Krillin, and we'll go back to that one. Okay, so Don Fillmore says, "Can you come?" Oh, okay, he put it in there. Topeka, Kansas.
Okay, that's what I had here. Okay.
Okay.
I was just making sure. Yeah, it's for sale for 42, and so active listing for sale by owner though. Let's see what we got on this baby. All right, so let's.
He put some information about a 30K contract, but I'm not sure if he's referring to this property. He says, "Flip man, I have a property and lot under contract for 30K. Can you help me with the numbers on this? How much it could sell for?" I'm assuming he's talking about the property he just gave the address for.
Yeah.
Is it around that, the 30K?
Yeah, I don't see a ton of activity near it though, which is odd for. I thought Topeka was a decent size city. I show one for 40.
Yeah, he did say it's the one that we're looking at right now. I guess it's a house and a lot that he has on the contract because he gave another address, and that may be the address for the lot, the other address.
Okay. Yeah, it's still a pull up in that area though. Yeah, I think Kansas is non-disclosure also. I think. All right, so because I only pull one price here. Let me see. Yeah, it's only one price. So let me try to find it through Zillow.
Yeah, he did say including the lot, and he gave an address.
It's non-disclosure. Yeah, it's non-disclosure over here. All right, so let me share my screen. Screen. All right. Let's see. Okay, so your property is in this.
You sharing the Telegram?
Emma?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Getting lost up in here. All right. Thank you for correcting me. All right. So Kansas is non-disclosure. So do we have your property loaded? We do. All right. So I'm just gonna grab these here that are for sale. Not the best way of doing it, because that doesn't mean just because they're trying to sell it for a certain amount to mean that's what it's worth. Ideally, agents try to keep it around what other properties are sold for in the area. It just makes sense to do that. Sometimes they'll be overpriced, but the market will soon correct that when ain't nobody calling them about it. So All right. Okay, so 190. So all of these. So your properties are 1925. Oh, these are new houses. Ooh. So I'm going to eliminate all of these at the top. So we got two of them close to your market. So one I'm 118, one I'm 15. Yours is 1,800 square feet. So based on this, because your property is so much more, be around 176, 400. Um, based on our information here, um, maybe still a little high because no one has pulled the trigger in 40 days or whatever. So I would go with, just to be on the safe side, I would go 150 instead of the 176, because again, we're not actually looking at sales here. We're looking at what stuff is they're trying to sell stuff for. We'll put it up in prop stream to see though. All right, and then on something like this, we're doing 10% of our ARV, which would be 15K. So this is if the house is livable. We multiply the square footage times $25. If it's not livable, times $40. All right. So with that being said, livable 45 max. Not livable. Not livable. Below 20 grand, 18,000 to be exact, but below 20 grand. All right. We said we're gonna look it up in prop stream. Let's see. Do 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 do. All right.
No, he's saying not livable, including the lot in the deal.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough. Gonna be tough over here. So 1, 2, 3. So 19, 26, 37. All right. And okay, so I got some better actual comps here that property is sold for. Let's see if they pull up in Zillow. It's sold. Oh, I wouldn't be able to see the sold price anyway. That's the problem. Damn. So according to this though, if I deselect all of these, your average price per square foot is $82. And what did we say it was over here? We said 92, so it actually more. So I guess I guessed the 150. So I think we would be right on that. So let's see. 82 times 1,800. Yeah, I was right there. Boy, amazing. 147. Boom, there we go. Good morning. Yeah. So so there you go. So that's where we would probably want to be. Did I shake out the numbers for him? Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so yeah. There you go.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like Don Fillmore, Bridget buys houses, and then on Instagram, just face it. Seems like the same person because they're asking the same questions about. This is about Birmingham, Alabama, and Don is saying, "Can you comp?" And he gives the address in Birmingham. I'm a new realtor in Birmingham, so I have access to the MLS, but I couldn't find any comps. Can you help? So I can know what to offer the seller. I do have buyers that are looking for properties. Then Bridget buys houses. Said, I'm currently cold calling out of Birmingham, and there are a lot of distressed properties available. However, the repairs oftentimes outweigh the equity. Why is this? Minimal growth in the area. I am a realtor and looking to wholesale this one. And then on Instagram, they're saying, I'm currently wholesaling out of Birmingham, Alabama. I find that a lot of these property repairs are higher than the equity. Would this be a good deal? So, I think it was all combined. They were just hitting up different.
Well, the one on the property, depending on what part of town. If you told me the zip code, I could probably answer that quickly.
The zip code is 35211.
That's West End. All right. So just depend on what part of West End, because some of those houses are now selling above 100 or whatever. Right. And that was, matter of fact, that's the zip code where I did my first deal in West End, in the West End area here in Birmingham. So it just depends on what part of West End you're talking about, what price point of the houses are as far as ARV, because the repairs could exceed what makes sense to make the deal work or whatever. So for sure on that. And then what was the other guys?
Okay, so I guess what was happening is that Don was giving Bridget buys houses some advice, basically.
Oh, okay.
He said, "No, we're not the same person. I was just giving some advice to him," and then Bridget is saying, "Thank you, Fillmore, for advice." But I think the whole thing was trying to figure out why the equity is higher than the repairs on the houses. But I mean, I can give you the address that he
You
put
mean,
in.
well, yeah, if she gave me the address, yeah,
Okay.
I'd tell
So
a lot.
this is can you comp 2729 Park Lawn
Yeah, I already know what
Avenue. You know that street?
Yeah, I know Park.
Okay.
Yeah, Park
Of
Lawn.
course you know this street.
Oh yeah. All right. Now this house here, it's listed for sale by owner. Um, doesn't look bad at all. Let me just pull up some. You got a ton of activity in there now. Let me just say that this house, if it's a brick house, Bridget. See, this is an outlier in this neighborhood. It ain't the way these houses look over there, generally speaking, right? Um, yeah, outlier, but um, let me see here. Uh, okay, so we'll pay $7 grand for that one. Pay 750 for that one. Oh, this is over. Oh yeah, this is over. More so in Powderly. Let me see. I'm looking for some that go about uh balsam. Um, yeah, these things cheap over here, man. Um, yeah, it's all over the place though. In reality, uh, they're asking for a price. I can already tell you that. But the people, it looks like I'm just going to add some stuff in here, and we'll explain it because these is one of these areas. It can be a little weird, so I'm just going to add, for sale by owners and flips. I'm not for sale by, but landlords and flips in here. So let's see, right by it too. So that's just too low. They got something here. So over 7,000. One's over 750. They clowning. Um, all right, so let me do this. I think I got three of them here. That may be what I need. I didn't add hours in here, did I? Thought I did. some reason, some of these are adding for rent. That's cool though.
I guess you can answer this question while you're looking at that.
Yeah.
The previous property, the Krillin.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was saying he had the land. I mean, the lot included. I guess he's trying to figure out whether, because he said not. Um, he's saying that it included the lot. I guess he's trying to figure out whether that changes the number.
Nah, the lot ain't gonna be worth much at all. No, it is not gonna change it not much at all
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
in an area like that. Nah, not at all.
Because he said the lot is well though, and I was like, yeah, he's trying to figure
Yeah,
out what
yeah, it ain't gonna
going to
change.
change the number.
Nah, it ain't gonna. Oh, that was for rent. That's why. Let me just a second here. Let me see. Here's one for 47. I think I got enough here to build a little case. It's just tricky over in these areas a little bit. It is and it ain't. Let me just say that. So let me share my screen. Number one is listed for sale by owner, and they're generally overpriced in that area. You're gonna take for somebody to spend that kind of money over there. They just got to really want to live over there, right? So they're asking 149. Here's the property right here. I mean 139. It's been on the market only 26 days, not that long. It got a decent amount of views, 31. Just It's okay. You got a little interest. Save rate a little bit below. It's a little tad bit below what we like it to be, or whatever. But just look at this. They built them a little mansion over there, and just being real, the hood or whatever. It's just gonna be hard to capture that back,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? So 2,400 square feet. But as you can see, this is what houses are selling
Yeah.
for, right? They
They're a
buying
lot
them
smaller. They're a lot smaller than that too.
7,000, 9, 52, 47, 8,000. So these are a lot smaller, but you can't capture that square. It's hard to capture that. Of course, that square footage though, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. That's how they base their price. If you look, it ain't far off of what they're listing it for, or whatever.
Mhm.
So again, she would have to help us understand why she's targeting this one in particular, or whatever. Because if you're going to target it, you would have to chop that offer in half to even have a chance. I mean, that asking price in half to even have a chance on it, right? Which
Right.
offers
Okay.
are free.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Vaughn A. Smith on Instagram is asking, just getting back into wholesaling, is the offer formula still valid? R times 70% minus repairs minus the fee is the maximum allowable offer.
Well, yeah. If you'll notice right here, I'm trying to pull it up. So if you're on Zillow, you have Zomps downloaded for you to make it a lot easier. So, but to answer your question, yes, you can access it here. That's with using a Google Chrome extension to get Zomps. Or you could just go to dealulator.com. You could do now with Zomps, you have to be on a laptop or a desktop, but with Dealulator, go to calculators. You can be on any device and pull up this calculator to plug in your numbers. But with that being said, we did. I hate I deleted that. There it is right here. All right, but you see here, they are what they're paying in ARVs here is like just totally less. If I take that 79 and that they paying 15%. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it ain't just set in stone, especially in an area like this where the properties are below 60, 70,000. That sort of goes out, so it goes out the window. You just got to get them really cheap, 15, 10,000 or less, right? To have a chance to do something with them. So but for the most part, when you're getting sick, 100 plus, it can help you. But ideally, again, we have tools now to tell you exactly what buyers are paying. Because we were out in some part of California last week, and they were in the 70s. I normally go with I would have said 80s in that area, 80% or whatever, but they were at 70s, 60s or whatever. So the market is telling you what, the tools are there to actually tell you what buyers are willing to pay is the main thing. So, and the two that I'm mainly referring to, you can text the word BOSS to 205-964-5243.
I feel like Bridget buys houses going back into Birmingham. I think they're still trying to understand why the equity is lower than repairs in Birmingham, because she's still asking that.
Well, it's not that. Okay, so let's use an example. Okay, so if the houses are selling for 50,000 renovated in a particular area. I know some of you people can't wrap your head around that, but that exists in a lot of different places around the country. The repair is still going, if it's 1,000 square foot house and the house is worth $500,000 or if it's worth $50,000, right? The repair is going to probably be the same. You may use some more higher end stuff as far as cabinets and countertops or whatever, so the materials can increase, some. But for the most part, if it still takes 50 grand to renovate that 1,000 square foot house, it's still going to take 50,000. You can't do anything about that. So now that if you're doing, that's why you say you can't use a formula in that situation. That's now you'd have to have a special buyer that it's a long-term play for them. They probably gonna do the work themselves, so that probably cuts the renovation costs in half because the labor is coming off of their time and effort or whatever. And so now it's worth it to them to put 25 in it or whatever. I don't know what price they'll get it at. We'll just say 15. Down they got a total of 40 in it. They rent it out for 800. Then it makes sense. But you just can't you saying in Birmingham, that's that part of Birmingham, right? You can go to Memphis, it'll be that part of Memphis.
Right.
Repairs will exceed what makes sense as far as equity. Or well, that's common in a lot of cities when you're doing it the way we're doing. But you have to understand, again, a lot of buyers will still take that on, knowing that the repairs are extensive, but they got to get it really cheap. But if it's a $50,000 house, you probably have to get it on the contract for $5,000, hopefully wholesaling it for $8,000 or $10,000. And then, like I say, they would take it on because they're doing the work themselves. They had to pay somebody to do it. It probably won't financially make sense if it's a total rehab, especially if you start to get into 1,500, 2,000 square feet or whatever. So it is not Birmingham. It's just that part of Birmingham. You're in one of the lowest price, I ain't gonna say worst part, one of the lowest price areas in Birmingham. Get out of that. If that's confusing, get out of that area. Hewitttown, Centerpoint, Huffman, parts of East Lake. Obviously, start talking about Vestavia, Mountain Brook, and Hoover, and all them places, totally different ball game. Shelby County, Gardendale, Fultondale, Forestdale, even Adamsville. Then those price points and the equity goes up if it's there to be had, and it'll make a lot more sense for you. But you start talking about Powderly, Collegeville, parts of West End, parts of Inslee, maybe parts of Central Park, parts of Midfield, parts of Fairfield, parts of North Birmingham. What else? Parts of Woodlawn. Not all people that say that. No, they want it. Parts of those neighborhoods, you're going to get in some very low prices. That's not going to make sense when you start trying to do the quote unquote formula. It's just not going to make sense. You can't evaluate it that way. Hopefully I'm explaining it to you. I know this market, so I can call out
you're right.
neighborhoods or whatever. That's since you specifying that. So
yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it up again, because I know
Yeah.
So also, what is this? Killen. He's asking a question again about the lot is not the same address as the property that he has.
I'm saying, are they next door to it in the same neighborhood?
I can give the address. And
what did I say? What did I say the ARV was?
Like 20K, I think that's what you were saying.
Well, yeah, the lot is going to be worth 500 or 1,000, if that.
Even though it's a different address.
Yeah, it's not going to be worth that. If it's over in that neighborhood, is it in that neighborhood where that house is? Let's establish that. Is it in that neighborhood where that house is? Then the lot is going to be nothing. You know, you got to get it for 500, 1,000. Maybe somebody will buy from you for 3,000 or 4,000. Again, is
that big of a difference?
Yeah, is the lot in that same neighborhood?
Same neighborhood.
Yeah,
not necessarily next door, but in
it
the
got to be
same.
next door, same neighborhood. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
Same general area.
Okay, Infinite Living with Christ says, I have one that I'm putting under contract. And I'm going to give you the address.
Okay.
I've been putting under contract in Arkansas on Wednesday. I pulled comps, but just want to make sure my numbers are correct. And this is in Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Okay.
It's 608 Belmont Drive. Belmont.
All right. This house is 2,000 square feet. Hopefully I answered her question and the dude about the lot. If I didn't, please rephrase. I don't want you to think I'm not being attentive to your question. All right, so let's see what we got here. Only this landlord activity in here, and it's really not giving me any price. Man, these things are low. What did he say he got on the contract for?
That person did not say. They're just saying they're putting it under contract now. They didn't say how much.
Well, I'm gonna go to Zillow. Come, you're looking at investor base.
They're saying 60. They're saying 60K.
Okay. Before I say anything, I'll make sure I know what I'm talking about. What you talking about, man? All right. So, okay. So, where am I? Share your screen. Boom. All right, and Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Okay, so let me grab the address and let's throw this in here. Boom. All right, and all right, I'm gonna reset the filters and we're gonna zoom out, see what type of act. Let me do let's do sold. All right, so we got some stuff in here. I think we were right there. Let me go back just to make sure, guys. All right, so I like to make sure here. All right, so let me zoom out. So we're right in this area right here, right? All right, so we're going to deselect all, just do houses. Let's do the last 6 months and see. All right, not a lot of activity in the last, let's do the last year, 12 months, okay. All right, so we're in this general area right here. So what I'm gonna do is use the draw tool and just capture whatever we got in here. Hopefully I don't get too many. Damn, I did. Let me do it again. Let's do everything. Everything is all right. All right, so we got 6 of them. Let's see what we got in here. See whether is that 60 number too much.
Infinite Living is saying, I found comps for 123K on the high end. They just built a casino less than 2 miles away. I did pull for the last year.
Okay. All right. So looks like all of these years are close to each other. Looks like what they're buying them for. I'm assuming this is investor activity, 35, 8, 63. This one here, this 1966. Let's look at that one. Brick house there. Okay, cool. So what does ours look like? Looks like it's a brick house also. That's going to be your most viable comp right there. Still scare me a little. Um, so 46. I'm trying to see what these. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Um, I'll get rid of this. Let's see, that would be the low end. I'm gonna get rid of this 47. Okay, so that's the high end. So basically 52 to 71. So the average price per square foot is around $62. Um, I would say investors are paying in the 40s. Now, if I got rid of this one up here to be in the 30s, it'd be 35. But I'm gonna leave it just to average it out. So your 60 number, I would be afraid of is bigger. So it's gonna cost a little more to renovate, right? And so I would, expect to maybe to sell around 125 or so. We did have this one here that sold for 129. These are a little bit more recent in here. At least these two are. So ideally, I would want. Let's just run the math on it. Let's just see. So it's 2,000 square feet. Says repairs are 50 grand. Just says unlivable now. That's tight. I'm gonna take this down a little bit. I'm gonna take it down to $20 a square foot just to adjust. So the investors are paying that. So you would probably want to be here. Assume you're trying to make 10 grand, around 36 or so, and then put it back out there 45 to 50 plus. If you're trying to make 20, then you're going to be, below 30 for sure, closer to 25 or less. Put it back around, still around the 45, 50 on it. So, but no, it's only 124, so I shouldn't have said 20. That 10,000 was a good number. My bad. My bad. All right, now you can ask for whatever you want to, but I'm just trying to do about 10% of that 124, which will be
So
12,000.
she's saying the owner owes 48K.
Ooh, tough. Maybe a deal breaker. As far as a wholesale deal, if you could maybe do a subject to some owner financing, it may make more sense. But as a wholesale deal, it may be tough, especially at 60. If you, it's going to be tough. It depends on the condition of it. Without knowing the condition, some photos or something, I'm still thinking, the numbers I just gave you, with them owing 48, but 60, I'm pretty confident that may not work. I'm pretty confident that.
I'm not sure what this means, but DSCR.
Not sure what it means either.
Oh, okay. I thought that would. As a wholesaler, how do you look at it as a wholesaler when you know that the casino is 2 miles away?
2 miles is farther than what you think, right? Um, as for I don't know that it's just no way I could tell you about that area, right? I'm trying to think of
I
some.
mean, does it factor in the price? I guess you know what I'm saying. What you
I,
can get.
again, I don't know the area, but 2 miles is a long way when it comes to real estate, right? Because you're talking about just thinking about it. Just think about it like this. Normally, I think a mile is 12 blocks. In most ways, most cities are laying out, so that's 24 blocks, right? It's just so much could change over in just a block in reality. The casino thing, it doesn't. It won't. It's just hard to say what that would factor in without knowing what's already around in the area where the casino is being built. Because they may be building in an industrial area just because they got the zoning for it or something. I have no idea, But that doesn't, it doesn't mean anything.
She said, well, it's actually less than a mile, 3 lights from Belmont.
What does that mean?
I guess it's closed.
Talking about the casino?
Yeah, the casino. Yeah, the casino.
Okay, so that's less than that's 3 blocks then. Okay, that's different. I still don't know. It's just hard for me to know. Cause casino bring, it's not, it's a job creator or whatever. But a lot of people don't like to live near one. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that in my back door, right? I,
Makes sense.
I'm asking. I don't know. You just
Well, when I go to Las Vegas, I normally try to find a hotel that doesn't have a casino inside of it. So I think about that. People just don't want a casino around them sometimes.
huh?
Yeah, I do. I know that's crazy, but I'm not a big gambler
Yeah,
either.
yeah. Well,
I,
I think I was still. Uh-huh.
I know. I know. I know.
Hey, so wait a minute.
Because of the noise, you know what I'm saying? The
I,
noise.
yeah, I'm trying. You don't hear no noise in no casinos, man. Once you're in the room.
Well, maybe that's my thought process.
Yeah. No.
It is going to be noisy. It might not be noisy.
Trust me, they thought all that through. You know what I'm saying? You literally don't know you're in the casino once you get into the hotel part of it, right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
You don't, and then depending on which ones you're in, they so big, man. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Just they're humongous, and so you won't know you're in a casino in reality. You know what I'm saying? So until you go down to the casino or whatever.
Makes sense. Yeah,
because they try to make certain of them are more to it than others, but they try to make it more family friendly. Because people. They have kids.
Where their children and
yeah. Now a lot of times they're forced to walk in the casino area, but you can definitely be away because they have pools and all that stuff. Like most hotels, but they have like pools.
It is very few hotels that don't have casinos.
I was about to say that's probably yeah. You like because they got slot machines in the airport. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, the casino is in the airport. Yeah,
so
and I've had some friends to hit in the casino in the airport.
Okay. I believe in a gummy. So yeah. So I don't know how that would play a role into it because I don't know the landscape of that market.
They're saying that the city is trying to pour money back into the area to encourage homeowners to buy over there, and says thank you and Flipman and team. I quit wholesaling twice and I'm back at it. I can't give up this time. No matter what, I will get a deal signed.
Well, yeah, the main thing is, in my opinion, just try to keep enough deal activity. However that's being done, some methods can be more fruitful depending on your resources, time, who you are as a person. But try to keep enough deal activity coming your way in some form or fashion. That normally can keep you going when you're talking to enough sellers. It's just a matter of time, but that's, you got to talk to enough sellers. So, but yeah.
All right. Dave Darden from Facebook is asking, once you get to the second contract and the assignment fee is listed, how do you receive your assignment fee? Do the title company release that to you, or how does that work? What do I do on my end to receive my assignment fee?
Okay, so all right, so he's asking how the deal is structured for it to make sense so you can get paid, basically. So all right, so once you have a property under contract with the seller at, we'll just say $100,000, and you have you market the property out at 125, you have a buyer steps up, say, hey, I can't do 125, I'll do 119. That makes sense for me. So now you have one contract with the seller for 100,000. You have another contract, purchase and sales agreements, with the buyer for 119. So that's a $19,000 difference. So a couple of ways you get paid. So send it to a closing attorney, title company, escrow, however it's done in whatever the state you're operating in, and the seller gets, so whenever the docs are executed to transfer ownership from the seller to the buyer, the funds are there. So the seller get their $100,000 minus any unpaid taxes, mortgages, or liens, and you'll get the difference of your deal. Assuming you don't have any, you're obligated to any closing costs or anything, and you'll get the difference of which is $19,000, and the buyer gets possession of the house or the property. And so how that's done is through either an assignment fee or a double close, one of the two, right? So an assignment fee is an assignment of contract. You are assigning your rights to purchase this house over to that buyer for a fee, an assignment fee. You're assigning your rights over, so they'll pay you that $19,000 fee. All right. Or a double close is basically when when the buyer, there's going to be two transactions. All right. So the buyer come in, it can be structured in any kind of way, but they normally like the buyer to have the funds there. The buyer comes in, even though he hasn't bought it yet. The buyer comes in, you come in, you're acting as the seller. They pay the 119 and fund the deal. And the reason they do that is the worst thing they want to happen, the seller comes in, signs everything, and the buyer says, I don't want to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you already have the buyer there. And because if the seller said they don't want to do it, they just get the buyer's money back. Right. So, but the seller time is being wasted and they sign off on it and then they don't get paid. That trouble. All right. So now the seller comes in 2 hours later, you sit down with the seller, you convey it over, they get a seller their money, give you your money. Boom. That's a double close. It can be done that way, it can be done other ways, but I'm just explaining it, probably the way a lot of them like to do it. So
okay, Betty Sylvester is putting in a property address in Channelview, Texas.
Texas non-disclosure, which means there won't be any prices shown as far as sold, but we'll try to figure it out through prices at properties that are for sale and through PropStream. You can text the word tool, or if you want to build a pre-foreclosure list, text the word MOVE, MOVE, to build pre-foreclosure list nationwide, 205-964-5243. What is that address, sir? What is this kingdom?
719 Shadow Glen. That's one word, street. Shadow Glen. In Channelview, Texas, 775.
Wait a minute. Shadow Glen is how they spelling Glen?
Glen.
Is it one word or two?
One word.
So 719 Shadow Glen
Street.
It's not automatically. What do they call that when it drops down like that? What's the term for that?
What drops down?
Like when you put something in and like Google or whatever.
Oh, the completion field where completion.
Yeah.
It'll recognize the address automatically.
Yeah, I know you know. I know. All right, so let's see here.
Autocomplete. That's what it is.
There you go, boy. Simplicity, man. I might have thought about it. I could have figured that out, huh?
Right.
Yeah. All right. So let me see. Let me build a little case here.
And Betty is saying it's a fixer upper, and she wants to wholesale it.
Okay. All right. So let's share my screen again. I done woke up now, guys. Let's get it. I don't know what happened. I just sometimes
it is your second win.
Second win now. Let's get it. All right. So okay, so ain't nobody sent me nothing trending yet. Adrian told me some stuff that was trending.
Did you look up the Canes? Because I just saw that again. They
talking about the Canes restaurant. They may be pushing that themselves. I'm gonna look it up though. But yeah, okay, I'll check it out though. It ain't. Let me see. They got them up there in Memphis.
They one is coming to Memphis soon.
Okay.
I just thought it
Shadow Glen is one word. Okay.
Yeah, one word. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here's the property right here. It's been highlighted out, and so your property is right up in this area here. So all of these are like they about the same. So I'm going to hit the draw tool, and we're going to do this whole little area here. All right, so must have did too many. So let's do it again. Tyrone. All right. Okay, boom. There you go. All right. So okay. So it looks like so your properties are 1968. We got 55, 66, 62, 71. We'll have all of those in play. And it looks like they're trying to sell these. Okay, your square footage is 1,600. Okay, yeah, so boom. So it looks like they're trying to sell these properties 259 or so. Your property though is listed for a little less than that. I wonder why. And they haven't sold it. It's less than those. Um, oh yeah, your property. This property's gonna sell, so it needs a rehab. That's why. But it's not cheap enough. See, that's what it is. Okay, so look at that. Look at all them views it's getting per day. 229, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't got a lot of saves, which is ironic. So it's livable, but it needs total update. So now we just do the math on it. So it's saying the ARV on this is probably I don't know why it's so much more. So we got 181 on there. Oh, we're gonna take this one out right here. This 240, this 230. That messes stuff up right there. Yeah, that's more like it. Uh, that's more like it. That's still probably a little high. We're gonna take this one out too. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so because this is less livable, but it needs repairs. All right, so for you, and then you're trying to do 10% of the ARV, which is 245. So we're just gonna say you're trying to make 20 grand on this. So ideally, this property needs to be probably around 110 or less to put it back out there 130 plus. And they're asking 159. So it's almost there with just you can just see what the number of views it's getting. It's close, but it's probably about for you to make money on it, it's probably about 50 grand off, right? 40 to 50 off. Now you can make the offer, offers are free or whatever. I would make an offer of 100. See how it comes back. And I'll put it back out there around 130 plus 130, 135. If you're going to target this now, this is a listed property with a real estate agent, so that's a different ball game. I don't recommend it to newbies, but hey, do your thing. The world is yours. What do I know? What do I know, ham bone?
Oh, Bridget Buys Houses is still in Birmingham and have two properties
We'll
that
do one. We'll do one of them.
do
You can
one of them.
go. Yeah, we'll do one of them. You can go over.
Well, which one? Because one she asked about comping, and then she asked about this other address because the property sold for 50 million, and she can't understand why it sold for that.
All right. So whenever you see that big number like that, that means that it was in a package. That may have been 100 properties here in Birmingham, another 30 in Memphis, another 200 in Atlanta. You know, it was part of a package. So they just lump all the prices in together. And I'm saying that it's probably all here in Alabama for it to be registered like that, but they just lump them all in together. So when you see that big number like that, and you know that's not that type of neighborhood, they were purchased in a package and they put the price that they sold for all in the same sale price there. So yeah.
So you want to do this other one, 3216 Avenue G in Birmingham.
3216 Avenue G. That's what ends. 3216 Avenue G.
Beham.
I did a show in Birmingham, Alabama. You don't know that lyric.
No.
Too short. Then took.
I'm sure he came through there.
Yeah, he said.
He's setting them CDs out the trunk. You know what I'm saying?
No. This was the way the lyric go. I did a show in Birmingham, Alabama. Then I took a trip to Atlanta. Heard about the MF Freaknik. Popped that. But so yeah.
Boom.
So it was around that time, so like.
No, I'm saying, I'm sure he came through that Atlanta. He's saying Atlanta, Birmingham, because he was selling CDs out the trunk. So, yeah. I'm sure that's a true story.
Yeah. Now he was on by then, though. What he talking about, he was on.
He was on already.
Yeah, this is after Born to Mac, Life is Too Short.
Oh, okay.
After Dog is what was it called? Short Dogs in the House. It was after all that, you know what I'm saying? So,
Okay, yeah, he was on in popping back then.
yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Day is still asking. I think she was confused about how she gets paid, but you can tell the title company whether you want to get a check or direct deposit, right? I mean, that's how that works.
What's that now?
When you as far as how she get her assignment fee, she was still asking that.
Oh, check or a bank wire. I recommend a bank wire.
Because she's asking something about. The reason I'm asking is because the title company is saying I have to create an invoice to receive the assignment fee.
That's fine. That's a Google Doc away. You can do that in I think either Google Sheets or Google Docs. One of them. You create an invoice for free. Yeah.
Yeah, Google Docs.
And that all I need to do to get paid. All right. You
Right,
ain't
I'll do
you
it.
ain't scared.
That's what the holdup is.
That
Give me
was
a
all of. Hey, let me show you.
watch my
Yeah, I'm building the case here for you guys. You guys.
watch me work. Okay. Yeah, she said thanks. I think she
No
got it.
problem, Bridget. Bridget says she's an agent.
Yes, I think.
What's just hit me up, Bridget. You know, with your flag. Who you with? Just send me your profile thing. Make some money together. Get it together. All right. I know this area over here. They bought by a lot of properties.
You know what? Bridget is. I think I was getting confused with Don Fillmore. Said he's a new realtor. Bridget, I think, is just cold calling.
Oh, okay. You're getting confused. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
No problem. No problem. Okay, I thought she was the realtor.
my fault.
In the his am. Okay, so this Avenue G, that's off of let me see, is that over by the taco? What's it? Okay, so that's Fairfield High School. And yeah, it's over there where I thought it was. And it's going over into wow. Interesting. They're gonna be cheap over there. So let's see here what we got. Yeah. All right, so let me share my screen. All right. Let's go Tyrone. All right, Tyrone. Okay, so all right, so going to be pretty cheap over there. I'm going to eliminate this one at the bottom. Looks like buyers are paying um around 40 on the average here. All of these are in play. Yeah. Just looking at the year, yours is a 1935, 1930, 25, 25. We good. All right. And so so it looks like they're paying around, they will do probably 40 over there. This one here is a little outlier, but it's actually what they did for 40. And probably average out to around, if I take out this 40 down here, this is probably more realistic, around 75 to 80 as far as an actual ARV. So ideally, depending on the condition of this property, let's look at it. I can't, oh damn, I can't see it. Let me see. Here we go. Okay. Oh, that's not bad right there. On the corner. Well, what year is this? That's 2011. Oh my. Hey.
Ain't no telling what it look like now.
Yeah, that's 2011 right there, man. That's what it is.
Ain't no
13 years ago. So okay, so if it still looks similar to this, if you can get it 25, 30, you may be able to make 10 off of it quickly. But if it's in really bad condition, you want to try to get it, definitely 15 or less. And let me know. Be glad to Oblige.
Alexander Shell says, "Hey, Flip Man, I'm sending an email with some multifamily properties I'm interested in later."
No problem. Hit us up.
And then Brandon Lewis says, "Does wholesaling matter on your area that you live? As for me, I'm in Southern California and would be only looking for houses that's free and clear. I'm still new, so taking a lot of notes."
They don't have to be free and clear. I did a deal out there. The only deal I've ever done out there. I did it a couple of months back. I need to hit Tasha up too. A couple of months back. It was a fourplex though, and she owed some money on it. You know, it's no big deal about that. Still made sense or whatever. So, but yeah, you're in one of those premium areas that I would love to be able to operate in on a day-to-day basis. You don't have to go anywhere. But those checks would be nice, my man. Nice. Opportunities exist. You just gotta let people know you exist.
No.
That's it. So what we an hour to we got to get out of here. So I threw up my email address here, so you can reach out to me that way. Text the word boss if you're trying to build cash buyers list to 205-964-5243. Pre-foreclosure list, text MOVE, MOVE. Want to peek over my shoulder, shout at me on the commercial deals, text SPY. SPY to 205-964-5243. And I think that's about it, guys. So we got it in. All right. So appreciate everyone that joined us today. Make sure you share and like this. Join the Telegram group if you want to get more properties comp outside of this. Just text the word push to 205-964-5243. Text the word push. Thanks, and we will see you on the FLIP. Check out the video I just did with OG Kindheart. Let me throw it up. Let me throw up the thumb there before y'all go. Where is it? Boom. Give me just a second before y'all go. Yeah, if you the title of it is ex-car salesman. Just put in ex-car salesman and Flip Man, and you'll see that thumbnail right there. But good interview, about 45. It was actually longer than that. I had to cut it down because we were just talking. You know what I'm saying? So it was actually, we were on there about an hour and 44 minutes, I think, but I cut it down to like right at 50 minutes. Yeah, and so it took me a minute to edit it down. Was to try to keep what I thought the good stuff was. So for what you're trying to do out there. So check out that thumbnail, and I posted it on Instagram and TikTok to a portion of it, about 10 minutes of it on both of those. So check it out, like it, share it, and we'll see you on the FLIP SIDE.
Flip man, it's the Flip Man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.